We actually, like most brokers, we have a contingent cargo policy and contingent auto policy. We also are added as additional insured on every single one of our carriers' policies, right? And so we get that notification if there's any kind of lapse or pending cancellation or
I
something.
wouldn't put people on the spot, but you said you're a recovering lawyer. Can you explain to people what that does for you getting added as additional insured?
Yeah, so it gives us the ability to be reimbursed if something goes wrong, right? And it also gives us, really the more important thing from our day-to-day perspective is the ability to know when somebody's not covered anymore, right? And to have that notification that driver A in Texas has not paid his premium and is not going to have insurance on X date, right? And so we keep track of those every single day and make sure that if a driver's not covered, we turn them off, right? And then we have minimum standards that they have to meet as far as coverages as well. And then ask our customers to let us know if they have a high value load that's over that minimum standard, right? A lot of our loads are under that, almost all of our loads are under that standard because we're obviously doing small loads.
Sure.
And that minimum standard for us is $100,000, but we have the ability to add excess coverage when needed, right? So that's where we go with it.
How does the getting to be an additional insured, how does that affect your vetting process and the time it takes to get set up with you?
So it doesn't really take a lot of time, but it does take some cooperation from the driver, right? And a lot of times their insurance company will charge them to add an additional insured. So that's something you have to overcome. If you're trying to do that with everybody, most of them are going to say no because you're probably only going to give them they don't know how many loads you're going to give them. You can promise them the world, but they may think I'm only going to get this one load. I'm not going to pay $100 so that this guy can be on my insurance, right? So you have to build that relationship and we do interviews and training with these drivers. They know we're going to give them a lot of freight, right? That's probably the biggest thing to overcome is to have the driver convinced that, or the carrier convinced that it's worth it to add you, because it is a cost to them. If they did that for every single person who gives them a load, they'd take a huge hit.